Hello and welcome to Complete Load of Podcast, the Completed It Mate podcast. I'm James Buckley.
And I'm Matt Whiston.
And we're...
What are we?
I don't know. Listen, so this is going to be a weird one. I was waiting for Matt to turn up.
Oh, what, we're drunk? Is that what you wanted me to say
well,
just then?
No. I was hoping that you'd come up with some sort of pithy sort of like team name for us.
What, we're Team Buckley.
Well, that's a bit Buckley-centric,
Yeah,
isn't it?
we need something
But
more...
I do like it.
Team Complete It, mate.
Team Completed It, mate. Yes, we are. We're both pissed, basically, what's going on here. I think I'm a bit more drunk than you.
Yeah, you had a little bit of a head start on me.
Yeah.
But
so I've made sure that I'm using this podcast to sober up a bit. We need to drink a bit more afterwards.
yeah, we're supposed to be having some drinks, aren't we? It should be interesting because you're already half gone.
Listen, I'm going to try and drink most of this before...
Okay.
Hold on, I'll hold that to camera. It's my special bottle of water that tells me how much water to drink.
I know, amazing that adults need things like that. I've got one as well.
So yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is the sixth month in a row that we managed to stick to one podcast a month.
Oh boy, we're doing good.
And it's number 11.
Oh, the viewers are going.
Yeah.
You're dropping down like flies.
That's fine. That's all right. Have you been up to much, Matt, since the last time we did a podcast? Have you done anything interesting? I don't even mean anything interesting.
No,
anything.
I mean, I've been working, doing the normal stuff. I hurt my arm a couple of hours ago.
Oh yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, I've ripped my shirt. I mean, people listening won't be able to see, but yeah,
No.
I've got a rip in my lovely Levi's shirt.
Yeah. For audio listeners, it's a nice Levi's denim shirt.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Levi's is premium. It's not
Premium.
cheap.
Yeah, no, not cheap.
And you've cut a little hole in it.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us how you got a hole in your shirt?
Yeah, I was at a care home and I was mucking about in a wheelchair and I popped a wheelie and fell over and hurt myself.
Right. Why were you in a care home?
Yeah, well, it was the other half's Nan's birthday.
Right.
92nd birthday. So
92?
yeah. Wow. So we went over there, sort of sandwiches and cake and stuff, and
beer.
Well, there was beer, there was drink. There was a little bit of drink.
Just sent me a picture about an hour ago. You sent me a picture of it was like a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
And because I was asking where you were and what's going on.
No, you actually messaged to tell me that you was drunk, didn't you? You said,
Yes, I
Matt,
did,
I'm
yeah.
wasted.
I said, Matt, I'm drunk. You might have to take the helm of the podcast, unfortunately.
Take that big old helm.
And then you just sent me a picture of you with a bottle of beer back.
Yeah,
so that's the situation that we're in at the moment.
No one's got the helm.
No one's got the helm. And I was going to text you back saying, where are you, in a fucking care home or something?
You literally
And you
was
literally
in a
was in a care home.
Yeah, I just, I want the record to state that I did the wheelie for a little while before I went over.
That's good.
I held it. I had it.
Yeah.
I've seen people do it on YouTube, and I was like,
well, I think it's quite easy to hold your balance on a wheelchair.
I don't know, mate. I don't know if it's easy. It's
I think
to
it
get
is.
up into the position is easy. That's easy to hold it.
I've
It's
done
difficult.
It before. I remember,
done it before.
like on film sets and stuff, there's been wheelchairs around for some reason,
Yeah.
and you can just hold yourself on the big wheels for
Well, it's the first time I've
an
been in a
indefinite
wheelchair.
amount of time.
First time I've been in a wheelchair. What do you
Well,
expect?
probably won't be the last.
No.
What have I been up to? I hear you ask.
Yes, James. What have you been up to?
So I went to the opticians because the eyes are failing. My eyes are going bad. There's one eye. I assume anyone that is a subscriber to this channel or watches my live stream, because I'm going on about the old eyes at the moment. I'm really paranoid about my eyes because I'm getting old, and the eyes inevitably fail after a while, and I'm now
Absolutely.
in my 30s. And when you're in your 30s, you sort of start to realise things that don't just sort of snap back or
No.
Before your 30s, you could just go, well, I'll just go on the running machine for half an hour. And that's not the case anymore at all whatsoever.
No.
And so I can't like see road signs and things like that, which
sounds dangerous.
It's not dangerous. It's annoying.
How far are we talking? What's the distance?
Well, like on a motorway, but there's things where
the place you're going like 70 miles per hour.
Yeah,
that
but
place.
I've been in the car with my wife and I've been like I'm like looking like that at a road sign. I'm holding one eye open for audio listeners, and I'm like, oh, what does that say, Claire? And she can read it perfectly, and I'm just like, okay, so there's something wrong with the eyes. I mean, I cannot really see out of that eye at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
I've always had one bad eye. I used to be the kid that wore an eye patch to school, and
was it because of a boss eye or a weak eye or something?
It was a weak eye, astigmatism in one eye.
Oh, weak eye.
And so and I didn't realise this at the time. Like nobody really explained this to me when I was a sort of 6-year-old boy. But I used to have to wear an eye patch over my good eye to try and make my weak eye stronger.
Yeah, it's not pulling its weight.
I was just walking around going, I can't fucking see anything. Can I just take this eye patch off and I'll be able to see a lot better? Now the good eye is going.
old Weekie's stepping up to the mark.
Yeah, like the good eye's going now. So I mean,
he needs a rest. He's been working hard.
I'm in a situation. I went to the opticians because I've been wearing blue light cancelling glasses for a while to try and hang on to some sort of eyesight. And I went to the opticians. I did a test, and he said, "Right, yeah, your eyes aren't perfect by any means." I was like, "No." He said, "But they're still in the legal
limit
of driving."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fucking hell!" I literally said, "Fucking hell, that's scary." And he went, "Yeah, that's you're fine to drive." And I was like,
hell.
"Well, I feel like I'm not."
Jesus.
And so what? I went to the opticians because I was like, right, I need to sort of give my eyes a break because they're straining. As Matt just smacked the mic with his.
No one's expecting good audio from this. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, no, the audio is going to be shit. Of course, there's no way there's going to be good audio on this podcast. But I went to the opticians because I was like, right, the eyes are tired. Obviously, I'm always looking at a computer because I love video games. I'm always looking at a laptop because I'm editing a video or looking at Twitch and seeing how my channel's doing or something like that. And if I'm not doing that, I'm looking at a phone because I'm on the toilet and I don't want to be alone with my thoughts for more than a minute because I might not leave the bathroom. So I'm always looking at a screen. So that's why I bought those glasses to try and hang on to the old eyes. Keep them going. Have you got your pipe?
Yeah, I got it, my pipe. Yeah, keep going.
And so I went to the opticians, and I thought what was going to happen to the opticians was they were going to say, look, your eyes aren't disastrous, but you could do with some glasses. They'll help you out. They'll take the strain off your eyes for a bit. What the optician said to me was, yeah, I can give you some glasses and they'll make you see better, but what will eventually happen is that your eyes will get used to the glasses and need the glasses more and more.
Mm-hmm.
What I wanted was the glasses to take the weight of the eyes so that I can keep the eyesight that I've got at the moment.
All I'm learning from this is that eyes are fundamentally lazy. They don't want to look.
Pretty much.
The moment you make their life easier, they're like, well, that's enough.
Yeah, I thought I was trying to help the eyes, trying to prop them up a bit with some glasses.
They can't be bothered.
And he said, look, I'll give you some glasses, but you'll need them more and more eventually. And I went, do you know what? Like, I can't, especially with my job, where I have to, all my job is to be able to read the script before I start saying the words that are on that script.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to carry around glasses all the time and to be able to see who I'm looking at and see what direction I'm walking in.
Just get a pair of glasses with the rope around your neck and you just put them on.
But then it might look weird that I've got a pair of glasses around my neck in the middle of a scene.
Oh.
And so I was like, right, I'll try and hold off as much as possible for some glasses. I've been told I will need glasses. The glasses are inevitable. The glasses are coming.
They're coming.
He said, I'll give you a call back in a year. We've taken a load of pictures. Like, he took pictures of my eyeballs, like all the
With what? Like a special camera?
Yeah, like I had a camera right next
Is it
to
a
my
flash?
eye, big
Like-
flash of light, and
Ugh.
I saw my veins in my eyeballs.
Nice.
So he looks at the veins and stuff, and he said, "Look, they're all good. There's a slight problem here, there's a slight problem there, but we'll call you back in a year, and we'll be able to compare." Because I haven't been to the opticians for 21 years, something like that. I stopped wearing
Was
glasses.
it a male or a lady?
It was a male.
Because I've been to an optician before to get my eyes tested, and I've only been once, so I was a little bit concerned that my eyes were getting tired and things. I was sort of not sure what was going on. Nobody warned me how close they get when they're testing your eyes.
Did they do the thing with the air?
No, I had a pretty lady.
Yeah.
A pretty lady, like right up to my face, like.
Did you
I'm
kiss?
not gonna,
Did you kiss her?
Me being an absolute idiot, thought she was. I don't know what I thought. Let's put it that way. It was weird. I
Well, she
needed a
looked at you
warning.
and thought, oh,
She
God.
could a little word saying I'm
What's
going.
Kit Harington doing turned up?
Ridiculous thing to say, isn't
Well,
it?
that's what the Twitch thing's going on about. They're
No,
swooning
they were saying
over
Tom
you,
Hardy.
Matthew.
Tom
Tom Hardy. Yeah, of course. Sorry. Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's like Tom Hardy's let himself go. That's what they were saying. No, a little warning would have been really helpful when she came in that close to look at my eyeballs.
The warning is I need someone to look at my eyes. So they're gonna get close to look at your eyes.
I thought it was all machines. I thought it was just a thing that came down. No,
Did they do the thing where they blow the air in your eye?
I don't
I had a
remember that.
puff of air in my eye.
Did he use his bum?
No, no.
Look here, Mr. Buckley.
He went, look, you're gonna blink, and I'm the twitchiest man in the world.
Yeah, I know.
So he kept like puffing this air in my eye, and I was going. I was like, it was the most exaggerated sort of reaction to a puff of air in your eye that you've ever seen.
What was he using to puff the air?
It was like a machine about this big.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this to all.
Yeah, a foot.
And it was like a foot long and about 4 inches thick.
So he used his foot long, 4 inch thick to puff some air in you.
But the long bit was top to bottom, and the 4 inches thick bit was width. And and yeah, you get a little puff of air. I don't know what that test is doing. I'm not sure what that test is doing at all. But anyway, the news that I got, which was worse than I could have ever imagined, was like another reason why your eyes might be blurred is that you've got a mite in both of your eyes. I've got something living in my eyes.
Mate, I'm really freaked out by this. I've heard you talk about this on Twitch.
And he saw my face straight away as soon as he said it. He says, "Look, it's not that uncommon." Because I was just like, I honestly, I think I mouthed Jesus Christ or something like that.
It's a scary thing to hear.
Know, and he was laughing, and he was going, and I was going, "Mate, that sounds fucking terrifying." And he was, I said "fucking terrifying" or something like that. And I know I said the word "fuck" to an optician, and he was like, "Look, it's not as uncommon as you think. Loads of people have it." And I was like, "Yeah, but I just want some glasses. Now you're telling me there's a bug living, there's something leeching off my eyes."
It's terrifying.
But I know you've got like everyone, like, you know, you always hear like, "Oh, you shouldn't look in your bed. You should see the things that are living off your skin and da da da."
Yeah.
But the eyeballs, there's something about the eyeballs. There's something about something being in your eye and living off your eye that doesn't sit well with me at all whatsoever.
No.
So I've got these wipes, and they're like, it's like rubbing toothpaste in your eyes.
Well, explain what you mean by that. So a wipe, like a baby wipe, but the sensation feels like...
Yeah, it's like it's a medicinal baby wipe that you can get from opticians
for your
that
mites.
will clean these mites out. You have to wipe your eyes once a day for a month, and that will. Have you
misunderstood? Are the mites just on your eyelashes?
No. They're in the eyelid somewhere, and they leave something on your eyelid.
Right.
And that can sort of make things look a bit smudgy.
Okay, right. Well, okay. So you're using these wipes. They sting like you've rubbed toothpaste in your eyeballs.
Yeah. But I was like, how long have I had these things in my eyes? He's like, I don't know. Could have had them for 20 years or something.
Fucking hell, mate.
Because he was literally like, look, 10 years ago, people knew that this thing was about, but there wasn't really much to do about it.
How do you even get the mite? What steps can people take to stop not getting the mites?
I had to stop talking about it after a while, because the first thing I said was, because when I think of a mite, I think of like well, obviously it's got into my eye somehow. I must have given it to other people, and I've got children. I don't want to have mites in my little beautiful
little fucking mighty eyes.
Yeah. So I said, "Is it contagious?" He said, "No," and that was it. I wanted to leave it there. I should have said, in hindsight, I should have said, "Where the fuck have I got them in my eye?"
I suspect that the answer to that isn't going to be something you want to hear. Like it's like something like you've scratched your bum and wiped your eye or something like that.
Well, then you've got mites in your bum.
Yeah, but no
exactly.
one cares.
You're hoping that you
expect a bit of
disgusting can of worms, can of mites here. So that's my big news this week, and I'm fucking.
Mites in my eyes, Buckley.
Honestly, I like that. I saw that, but it's not been good. It's not been great.
What
news.
a horrible thing to know.
I would have much rather have just gone to the opticians and him gone, yeah, you need some glasses because you can't
use his
see
wipes.
very well. No, I don't want the wipes. I don't want the wipes at all. I'd much rather have glasses.
No, he could lie to you about why you need to use the wipes and it will make your eyes last longer.
Yeah, but if he didn't say mites, there's no way I'd stick to using the mites.
Okay, right.
The wipes. At the moment, I'm diligently wiping my eyeballs before I go to bed.
Do you feel them moving around when you're in bed at night?
No, but
Do you think you can?
Yeah, you joke. Since I've come back from the opticians, I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
Me mites are playing up.
Insects in my eyes.
Oh, the old mites. Oh, sorry, boys. I'm going to have to knock off the old mites.
This is what he said, by the way, to make me feel better. He said they are microscopic. He said you cannot see them. They're the tiniest things like in existence. And then he went, you don't want to see them under a microscope, though. I was like, oh,
I did Google it after I said that. Yeah, they look horrible.
Yeah, I've not Googled it.
They look all pointy and jagged.
Yeah, I've not looked at them at all whatsoever because I'm freaked out by it.
Hungry for eyes.
In other news, you're famous now. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah.
Your big TV debut.
Oh, my big TV debut. Well, I thought that would have been fun, but I've been absolutely bantered off by my family at this thing that I was at earlier today.
What? You mean to tell me that being on the television hasn't given you respect from your friends and family?
No, it's surprising.
Well, I could have told you that straight away.
Yeah. No. Oh, well. What's that?
That's my little noise that I make when I've got hay fever.
You got hay fever?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right now. The window's shut. There's no flowers in here.
No, but it's there, man.
It's always in the air.
I don't know. Mites,
I feel
mites in the eyes, hay fever in the throat,
mites in my eyes,
getting old, falling apart, drunk.
I think you should just really huff a big bouquet of flowers and just like it's either
kill me.
Just do it until you die. The body would go like
killed by hay fever.
Just try and kill yourself by hay fever, and I'm sure you'd come out of it like.
Do you know what? I'd be a fucking martyr if I did that. Because people go, right, we need to cure hay fever.
There's that thing about nut allergies where, like, if a baby's got nut allergy, you can microdose the nut. You give them a little
inoculate the nut allergy.
Build up the immunity to it or something like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. My kids can't take anything with nuts into school.
Because of the old nuts?
Yeah.
Dear oh dear.
That's a
pain in the arse.
It's a real big thing. It's like
I can understand things like
check all your food and
what's
stuff.
that chocolate? What's that bar? Is it literally called Mr. Nut? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, there's Bueno, which has hazelnuts in it.
Right.
Which are amazing chocolate bars. If Bueno wants to sponsor this podcast,
I like a Bueno. Get on that, Bueno.
I've not heard of Mr. Nut though.
Oh, it's like someone stamped on a bag of nuts and put some caramel over it and made it into a chocolate bar. But
that's all right.
That's all right. That's fine. But I'm sure it's called Mr. Nut, and the actual package is like a load of minced nuts. Anyway, see, just anything with nuts on the label, they can't take into school.
No, I don't think you can get. I mean, obviously, the classic is getting a bag of peanuts on an airplane. When's the last time you got a bag of peanuts on the airplane?
2008.
They don't do it anymore. It's pretzels now. Pretzels. Every time I've got on an airplane, it's pretzels.
Pretzels?
Yeah. Cannot get a bag of nuts on an airplane.
I can understand the airplane a lot more.
Just because
you're stuck up
one person has a fatal nut allergy, they ruin it for the rest of us.
Oh, bloody love the nuts on the airplane. I did. I couldn't.
Warm nuts on the airplane. That's when you knew you were fucking someone. That's when you knew you were important.
How often do you even eat nuts?
Snowflakes. I can't eat nuts at all at the moment with the old brace. They're the worst thing for me.
How are you getting on with your brace?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I've got that coming up.
We've got a whole section dedicated to that, so
Not
stick
a whole
around,
section,
guys.
But there's some. We've got some. I've thrown it out to the old Instagram, and the braces will be making a audio appearance later in the podcast. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, the gadget show. Yeah, sorry, we've.
We was on it.
We've. What are the words I'm trying to say, Matthew? While I'm drunk.
Yeah,
we've diverted from that. So the gadget show, it was good. I watched it.
I've not watched it. I'm scared to watch it. I've been bantered by it, family, and now I'm too scared to look. It's really
sweet. It's me and you just talking about retro video games. Very, very quick. It's about 2 minutes long.
Okay.
And it's nice. It's really sweet. I'm really proud of it, actually, because I got to do it with you, and I got to be on television with my mate, and it's just sort of...
God, you must be drunk saying something nice.
I know. Say something nice to you.
It's ain't nice to me.
No, I watched it this morning. I went on My 5, I think it's called.
The app. I got the app.
It's an app on the Apple TV box. I know that much.
Yeah.
And it's I tell you what, the gadget show though, it's a strange old format. I haven't watched it for a while.
Well, I had to.
I mean, it's
no offense to the gadget show, but I had to skip about 15 minutes of Hoovers to get.
Yeah, there was some. Yeah, the whole first half.
Don't get me wrong. I am interested in the Hoovers, but I was just trying to watch my bit.
I was also interested in the Hoovers because I want to get a separate Hoover for up here.
Yeah, I want to call this one, so yeah. I'm genuinely interested in that.
Yeah,
so
it was good. So. And the G-Tech performed very badly, which I was quite pleased about because I hate those G-Tech adverts. Have you seen them? Of the guy who invented the G-Tech just going...
We've spoke about this before. You said he wound you up.
Oh, I hate him. Yeah. I hate the guy.
You said he's a slimy, untrustworthy fiend or something like that.
Yeah, I've got a thing about the G-Tech adverts.
Yeah, you've mentioned something.
And the G-Tech performed very, very badly in the test, which I loved.
I presume they like the Dyson.
No, they were avoiding the Dyson. They were trying to say, look, if you don't have fucking 600 quid to pay for a Dyson,
right.
Which, to be fair, most people don't.
No, and especially for something like the cordless. It was the cordless one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was cordless.
You don't want to spend that much on a cord. You stick it somewhere, or you need to quickly do
cordless is the future, though,
the dog hair, the cat hair, or whatever.
Dyson has abandoned corded vacuum cleaners.
What? Altogether?
Yeah, they're no longer developing them.
Jesus Christ.
The
batteries on those things don't last that long, though.
No,
so what the fuck? You can't do a whole house on
and
one.
I'll tell you something, because I've got quite a large house, we've had...
Oh, you poor cleaner can't get a Dyson.
No, we have two. We have two of them.
What, two cleaners?
No, we have two.
Two Dysons.
Two Dyson Hoovers,
sorry.
because you can't get through the whole house with one.
That is mental. That's... Fuck you, Dyson.
Well, I still do think they're the best Hoover.
Oh, I don't know. I have it on good authority that bagged, like, Hoovers with bags are the best.
I'll tell you something.
Vacuums with bags.
So we do have a cleaner as well. Because I'm so fabulously wealthy.
You meant lazy.
We do have a cleaner as well, and they use a Henry. And if you look at any professional cleaner or janitor or something like that, they always have a Henry.
Yeah, I presume it's because they're easy to repair. They're quite simple machines.
I think they're reliable.
Prove me wrong.
They do the job well.
Okay, I've got a mule. Oh, it's some German one. Mule. Something like that. Oh, maybe it's not that. Can't think of the word, but it's bagged, and it's like, oh, we don't get a bag, we get bagless, but like you only have to refill the bag once every few weeks, like a month or so. Where
I had a Vax when I was a kid.
Oh, I don't know.
I refill the bag,
mate.
I must have emptied that bag once in about 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing.
Yeah.
This Christmas just gone, I was looking through old Argos catalogues, and do you remember those old fucking things that used to roll over a carpet? They just like there's nothing to it. Yeah. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Why did people have that? What was it even doing?
Just cleaning up all the vomit.
All the fag ash.
Yeah, that was it.
All the fag ash from the 80s.
It was when you used to be able to. It was when you used to be able to do stuff. Yeah, that's what those did.
What do you mean we have to do stuff?
Well, you used to be able to fag it up and booze it up and stuff and just sort of smoke.
Neglect your kids.
That's the thing as well. It's like there's so many pictures of me with my grandparents and just like my granddad holding me with a fag on in his mouth and stuff and just.
It's good old days, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Coming home from the pub as a 6-year-old and waking up in the morning sniffing your jumper that you wore.
Oh God!
And it absolutely reeked of fags.
Jeez, I don't miss that. And then you got your brand new shirt on in the club, and you come home when there's a fag burning.
Yeah, because your dad's been stubbing it out on your back. Those are the days that I long for. I've got some fence news.
Oh fuck me! Can I get a beer for the fence news?
Yeah, of course.
Is it in the fridge?
Yeah. Hurry up, because I've got 4 minutes left until I need to restart the camera.
I'll get that later.
No, don't get it.
Would you want it as well?
No. No, I definitely do not need more drink.
All right, go.
Fence news is gone backwards.
What do you mean? You're less. You've got less fence now.
Right. So I've got a great gardener. He's brilliant and he's super cheap and he does like the job. Like he comes in, does a job, you pay him, he goes. He's unreliable. Right. I have to I have to send him so many texts to just go, right, you're still coming on Friday or whatever. And you go, oh yeah, I'll be there.
He's an old guy. Likes a little drink.
Yeah, and I go, oh, what time? I'll be there in the morning. Like he won't give you the time. Anyway, he was supposed to turn up at June the 3rd. I forgot about it. Claire forgot about it. If I'd remembered, I would have been texting him 2 or 3 times the week leading up to that. And just June the 3rd's come and gone, long gone. And it was only last night that Claire went, oh fucking hell, the gardener was supposed to turn up and fix our fence. So we've gone backwards. I need to go back and find someone. I thought
your neighbour fixed half of it.
Well,
let's not tread on over old ground. We've spoken about the neighbour doing half of it or something.
Right, again, no good for audio listeners. The fence,
he's got a right angle of fence.
Has fallen at the corner. Mm-hmm. So a bit of it is in the neighbour's garden, who did come and fix it. Mm-hmm. But then there's obviously the bit at the back of my garden, who I'm the only responsibility for.
Get your fucking self down B&Q, mate, and do it yourself.
No, you need to fucking mix cement and
just buy the pre-mixed shit. No, you need to fucking add water.
You're talking about groundwork. You do it.
I'll come out and do it, mate.
You fucking won't do it. You know what you're doing. The fence is fine. It's the pillars. It's the posts.
Oh God,
they've gone.
Yeah. So I mix a bit of cement, stick a pole in, done.
Do you know what? Like 10 years ago, I'd have been fine doing it. Yeah. Now I'm just too used to the good life.
You want to do a good job. I understand. Maybe you don't want to do any jobs.
I would have got a fence post. I would have routed out, cut out a slat.
Routed.
For the old for it to slip into. Mix some cement. Dug a hole. Mixed cement. Got it in. Yeah. I can't be doing that now. I'm too
famous. Too important. Yeah, this is getting ridiculous now,
Look at
mate.
these soft hands, these baby
soft lady hands.
Yeah, they've not done any days work. So anyway, defence news. We're back to square one, and we'll be back next podcast with some more fence news. But next we've got. Let me look at my iPad. We've got some tell us what words to do.
Yeah, well, let's do that bit right now.
Yes, it's Tell Us What Words to Do, the section of the podcast where I can't be bothered to come up with any content, so I ask you to provide it for me. I've got a couple of things here. I've got some good stuff, to be honest. I've got some good stuff that's been provided for me. If you want to get involved with Tell Us What Words to Do, then make sure you follow my Instagram, because that's when I usually post a little thing literally saying, please help me, I need things to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, and feel free to leave comments on this video on YouTube. And
absolutely. Good point, Matthew.
Let's dip into those.
Let me take a big hard drag on that.
Wow.
So, I over the last couple of days, I've been driven mental. Let me drink some water and try and sober up a little bit.
Yeah, you said, at the beginning of this video, he's like, yeah, I'm going to drink all that. Sober yourself up. Have one sip.
I know. So, the podcast that we did last with Alex, who was absolutely amazing. And
Great
incredible,
guest, yeah.
And is a fascinating human being and someone who I will still happily plug their YouTube channel, Cosmic Skeptic. Super interesting. If you're laying in bed and want to watch something on your iPad or your phone or on your smart TV, if you have one, his stuff's really great. Sort of just it gives your brain a little thing to think about.
Yeah, a little bit of information.
Nice. Yeah. Cosmic Skeptic. So he described the Earth as not perfectly spherical, which was a little interesting tidbit. He said that you know the Earth is formed of loads of
It's talking about pockets of gravity fluctuations across the Earth.
Exactly.
So some points of it have more mass.
He was talking about how the Earth was formed, how sort of objects are gravitationally attracted to other objects, and
Absolutely.
that's what you end up with a planet, which is sort of basic. And I made the joke of saying, well, because he said there's actually lumps and bumps in the Earth, it's not,
so in terms of
spherical.
Mountains and troughs and
valleys and things.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm sort of imagining now the Earth as a ball of porridge with a gravitational pull. That's been picked up by a paper, as if that's now my belief.
Yeah, well, I like the pictures alongside the thing. Well, first of all, they misquoted you. You said a ball of porridge, and the actual title said a bowl of porridge. Now, a bowl is much different from a bowl. Like, a bowl makes you sound like a fucking mentalist. Like, a bowl of porridge?
I know, yeah, of course. So that's got me thinking, and Chris Fromouse has said to me, discuss the pros and cons of being famous. Right, and I've got a very low level of fame. I'm not massively famous. I've got a little bit of fame from being on a TV show. And so I started thinking about this question. And apart from, like, getting a table at a restaurant or people being really helpful when you go into a shop,
yeah,
I can't think of any actual pros of being famous. Like, what are there? What is the pros of being, like...
Yeah, presumably just not having to do office work and stuff like that.
No,
but that's a byproduct of your job.
That's a pro of being an actor.
Yeah. So we're purely talking about fame.
I'm not in an office. I'm not up a ladder.
No.
I get to make money by just being stupid and having fun on
yeah, I guess that kind of misses the point of the question, though, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was specifically thinking about fame, and like the cons are basically not being able to relax, not being able to feel like you're not on when you leave the house at any point.
Yeah, so for me, when I'm commuting to work and stuff, I disappear into the crowd, and that's something you probably wouldn't be able to do.
No, I can't do that. And
I mean, you can do it, but you'd feel
I don't want to
weird.
whinge about it, because it's just like, little person who's not even that famous whinging about fame. But it does make me anxious. It does make me very self-conscious. It does make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, we're a couple of nervous wrecks, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I can sympathise, and I think I'd feel the same if I had your level of fame. I'd if I was trying to commute somewhere, I'd feel anxious about things.
I'm accidentally famous. I'm not built to be famous. I'm not a star. I'm not special.
No, you little weasel.
Exactly. And so, like, sort of being stared at makes me feel anxious. People taking sneaky pictures of you. Because who wants a picture of... Do you want to see a picture of you where you're not ready to have a picture of you?
Well,
and then post it on the internet?
Absolutely not, because even at the times when I am ready, I usually don't look that good. So, like, there's no chance I'd look good if I wasn't ready at all.
So that always sucks. Especially when, like, I'm so open to having my picture taken with someone. If they come up to me and say, "Can I have a picture with you?" I'll go, "Yeah, I'd love to."
Yeah, you said a few times to me that you love the fans and you love all that.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's like, it's amazing. Like, oh, someone wants to have their picture with me. Oh, isn't that great? If I see someone with their phone walking past me like this, I just go, "Oh no, oh God, I'm just trying to."
But I can understand. I can understand the mindset. Like, there's people that clearly don't want to bother you, but they like still
bother me. I'd rather be bothered.
There you go.
And also, it's not a bother when someone comes up to you and goes, "I just wanted to say I think you're really good at this thing." And you go, "Thank you. You've made my day."
Thing is, I can still understand. I can still understand it, because if I saw someone famous that I liked, and in a restaurant or something, I'd be like, oh, it's so and so. I'm not gonna go over.
It's a novelty. Like, you go, "Oh, that person's off the television now." So
I completely get it.
But would you try and sort of discreetly / non-discreetly sort of do that with your phone and just sort of go?
Really? No. If there was any chance of me getting caught, I wouldn't do it.
I just feel I feel constantly on edge.
Right.
Like I don't know. I think it's gonna come, but I'm getting closer and closer to never leaving my house again.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job.
I know. Yeah, I do try and make sure. I mean, I did a whole fucking campaign for Game where I didn't want to leave my house.
I'll do the campaign under one condition.
Yeah,
we
do it in this room. I mean, I would, if someone said to me, "Being famous must be good," I would really like to be famous. I'd say to them, "You don't. You really don't," because I'm struggling with it. I'm not even that famous. I'm not anywhere near like fucking Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or someone like that. And I really, really struggle with it. It's something that I find really, really difficult. I find having people take secret pictures of me, it fries my brain. Like, it's just like, I'm just a bloke. Like, just come and talk to me. I'd love to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, I've got nothing against anyone. Like, especially if you want to come and talk to me because you want to pay me a compliment, or because you're sort of impressed by a TV show that I did. That's going to make my day. I hear someone come to me and say that.
I would presume people just don't want to bother you. That's all it is.
And maybe I'm looking into it too much.
I think so, mate.
But the price of fame, and we're finding out more and more as there are more and more actual people killing themselves, is your mental health. Like, that is the price of fame, and you cannot put a price on your mental health. And I said this during a stream during the week. I would love to be able to make money doing anything else, but and I've said this before in the past as well. I'm not even a great actor. If you see me act and you think, "Well, he's not even that good," watch me try and put up a shelf or something fucking useful. This is all I can do. This is the only way I can make money. And I think if I didn't have a family, you wouldn't be seeing this podcast. You wouldn't know that I existed anymore. I think I would properly slip away and just live off the money that I've made so far in a small flat somewhere. And I have to keep making money because I definitely want my children to be as educated as best as I can provide. So I send them to a private school. That's my only obligation in life. That's the only thing important to me. I want my kids to be intelligent. I want them to have options. I want them, if they want to be actors, if they want to be athletes,
you want to give them as many options as possible.
Or artists, and that's great. But I want them to be clever as well, because I'm not intelligent enough to have a proper job, to have a good job where I have to have a skill or something like that. I'm unskilled. And
mate, acting is a skill, and you're good at it. I know you're not gonna take the compliment well, but I've seen you do a little bit of acting, like proper acting, and you're all right, mate.
Well, thank you.
You're
but
right.
But I would rather do something else. I'd rather
you're annoyed. You're not annoyed, but the fame that comes with the acting is a part of it that you would rather that wasn't there.
It was just something I didn't consider. I never ever thought I'd be famous. I just wanted to be funny and to make people laugh on television. And then the In-Betweeners blew up, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, yeah, I forgot about that. You sort of people know who you are. It was never something that crept into my mind.
No.
And, but, I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and complain about it, because it's a job that I absolutely love. But the price of that is your mental health. You will become a bit insane. You just will.
Yeah.
You know, it does get you down. And I hate saying that, because it's just like...
Well, I can imagine,
on, mate,
yeah.
Try fucking waking up every morning at 4 o'clock and having fucking miles and miles of concrete that you have to walk and put letters through people's doors. That's what my dad did. My dad was a postman. My mum was a civil servant. I'm not from a background of sort of like a pampered background. I'm from poverty. I'm from poor. You know, I do know, you know, that I sort of, I'd even be more proud of myself if I had a job where I had to graft. Like I also have this sort of moral quandary that I go, well, I live in a 6-bedroom house and I've got all this money and I can do whatever I want with my life, and I've not even done a day's work.
Well, I think it's important to know certain things. Like, I don't think it's useful to compare yourself to other people. Like, to not take the problems you've got and say, well, they're not important because other people are having it worse off. Like, we can all do that. Let's take England as a whole. There's people in the world that are much, much worse off than everybody in this country. I
suppose, yeah.
And
course,
if you start playing that game of, well, my problems aren't important because there's people that have got it much, much worse, etc., etc., you're not doing yourself any favours, because we all have our own problems. And I get it's difficult for you to talk about because you feel like your situation is better than others in this country, and that's fine. And but you shouldn't disregard the problems that you do have as not important, because clearly they are important to you, and that still makes them important.
I suppose it's all relative, isn't it?
It is relative.
I guess you're only human if you're not 100% satisfied and content with your life, which is a strange way to live. And I would assume that statement represents 99% of every single person that exists.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to sort of address that together, I think.
I agree. I think a good barometer for how you're doing in life is not comparing yourself to other people, but comparing yourself to yourself and say, am I being a better person today than I was yesterday?
Well,
and that's a good way to live your life without...
I mean, that's a fucking pitfall for me.
Clearly not.
Well,
clearly I'm going downhill.
Exactly, yeah. But that's the answer to that question, Chris Fromouse. From GTC2104 on the Instagram, just wants us to talk about the new COD this year. Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer, yeah. And I was shocked. Well, the title, first of all, they've called it Modern Warfare.
There's already a Modern Warfare. That's
Call of Duty is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This one is actually called Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a reboot. In title terms, it's the same title. Although I think that one I'm talking about is actually called Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
So they've dropped the 4. But it looks like a reboot because it seems like they're doing story elements from the first 3 games.
Yeah, so there's characters that have been brought back that people do love.
Yeah, the guy with a tash, I forget his name.
I forgot his name as well. I was hoping you'd know it. Fuck. And I know Soap McTavish.
Soap, that's who you was. Yeah.
But the guy with the moustache, the cool guy.
He's like the main guy.
Yeah, he's back. When I watched the trailer, so they were doing like a sort of covert, sort of in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
There was every character sort of. You were watching the video, and then you'd think that was just a tree, and then someone would just step out of it, and you go, "Oh God, no, it's an army man, soldier," and
super army soldier.
Yeah. And then that guy who you were talking about, who neither of us can remember their name, he is the guy that comes out, and you go, "Oh God, it's that guy!"
Oh!
Yeah, But what I was confused about was I was like, you've got a cigar on the go.
Clearly,
if you're trying to be super sort of like covert and in the dark, you don't walk around with a lit cigar, do you?
No, but was it lit though? Because
it was lit. It was bright red, and it was cleverly. It looked great. The style. It was very stylish.
Yeah.
But his cigar was lighting his face, so you could see who it was.
It's cinematic, like a cinematic license.
Do you reckon?
You need to fucking see the guy.
I know, but I saw that and I was just like, mate, everyone knows the classic sort of like, you know, that rule during the trenches in World War One, where like you only light 2 cigarettes off of a match. I remember this. Like if you strike the cigarette, you light the first match with the cigarette. That's the German marksman noticing you. You light the second cigarette, he's taking aim. You light the third cigarette, he's shooting.
Okay.
That is page 1.
That's page 1 of
covert operations. And then we've got this guy wandering around with a cigar, just sucking on it, lighting himself up.
He was Scottish, wasn't he, that guy?
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty... He's
Scottish because I watched it this morning.
Okay. Well, I think he is, but maybe not.
I've had some whiskey since then.
Okay. Anyway.
So I might be wrong. But so yeah, that's what I took from the...
I don't know what they've got to do to make it good. I just don't know what they've got to do.
It's weird. I don't know the answer either because it's like FIFA and Pro Evolution. Like Pro Evolution 4 is the best football or soccer game ever. So what do you do? Because you need to bring out another one next year.
I think I've clocked it. What they need to do, I've clocked it. Everyone, I think the downfall of the Call of Duty is they mostly play very similar in terms of the actual gunplay. I mean, the weapons are different, etc., etc., but it feels like the same game most of the time. I think all they have to do for a successful game is to use all the old maps, get all of the old maps back from COD 1, 2, 3, and pick some best ones out of Black Ops and stick them in there or whatever.
Alright, I've got a suggestion for you.
Go.
Call of Duty becomes an annual fee that you pay. And they just add
this is
an update.
This is what I thought before it came out, because I did hear the title leak and I was like, whoa, it must be like kind of like your Apex and your Fortnites where it's like a this is the game that they're going to work on for a few years, and it's going to be like a season pass thingy type thing.
£60 a year.
Something like that.
That's what you'd pay for the game anyway, something like that. And you keep everything.
Yeah.
You keep all the maps
That's
and
what
stuff,
I thought.
And it just adds to
That's why I thought they dropped all of the numbers and everything. And
although it might not work because obviously there's different themes every time they make a new. So I've just shit on my own idea there. Is there a way to make that work? I don't know.
I think so, but fuck me. I'm sure they've got people that are paid a lot more money than our pay grade, above our pay grade.
It's above our pay grade.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. Elliot_Duke. I mean, I'm moving on from that. I always move on.
Just move on.
And you always
not even a segue.
No, but you always.
You went. Elliot,
but you always go. I've got a little bit more to say.
I ain't got anything to say about that.
Elliot_Duke on Instagram wants us to talk about Love Island.
I saw half an episode last night. I watched it last year, actually.
Right, okay. So, talk about Love Island. Would love to know your opinion on it. Personally, I hate it. Obviously, I hate it too. I think everyone that watches it hates it. I think everyone that doesn't watch it hates it. But listen...
I've got something sexist to say about it. So I'm going to be very careful with my words. You ready?
Matthew, go on. Because I'm going to end up in the fucking sun over this. Go on.
You say nothing. Right. It's just me. But I think there's... The formula of Love Island taps into something that women like more than men. So I think it's got that drama, that social element that perhaps men aren't particularly that interested in.
Possibly.
That's all I wanted to say.
But listen, what I take from it, I don't watch it. I think it's shit. By the way, I was in a TV show where we just wanked and threw up over each other. So my bar is not set high. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think most of the people that watch it go, oh, this is a load of old shit. But people just want to fucking watch something. They just want to get home from work, just turn on the TV and watch some shit. And that's what that caters for. And I don't think that people should go around going, oh, what are you watching this shit for? Da, da, da. If people do that, just go, would you fuck off and leave me alone for half an hour? I'm just fucking trying to spend some time relaxing before I have to go to bed and wake up in the morning and do it all over again.
Oh, I can absolutely sympathise with that. There's certain shows that I watch at home, like sort of like your big dramas, your Peaky Blinders, your Breaking Bad, your Game of Thrones, etc., etc. And then sometimes you like sit down, you're like, I just can't mentally deal with that right now. I just need something.
I just want to turn on TV and go, entertain me, because I've had a shit day at work. I just want to sit here and watch some television and see someone making a fool of themselves, or see a couple getting off of each other, or whatever. Like, I just want to see some handsome bloke with a sexy body. Like, it's just, or that's for the women, obviously. I want to see the ladies in bikinis. So that's all that is. That's all it is, and that's all it'll ever be. And that's why it's popular, because there is a huge market for that. And I don't think you should feel bad for watching that. And I bet there are loads of people that go, oh, it's a guilty pleasure. It's something I know I shouldn't watch, and I know it's crap, but I watch it anyway and I enjoy it. Fine. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Don't have any guilt about it. Just watch it and just let... And everyone else is the same. Everyone else is exactly the same. They'll turn to you and go, this is shit. You shouldn't be watching that. And you go, I know I shouldn't be watching it. I know it's shit. It's cheap, trashy television. But you know what? It just fulfills something for me.
Yeah, it's just something to look at.
And that's all it is. And I'd love to just sit here and shit on fucking Love Island and Towie and stuff like that, and Made in Chelsea or whatever it is, Wags of New York. But it's just, they are what they are. They just...
It is what it is.
They provide something for you. And don't beat yourself up for watching it, is what I say. I personally don't watch it. I can't fucking stand it. I think it's a load of old shit. And you shouldn't be watching it, you idiot.
Oh, that's summed that up nicely. I think we'll move on from
that. Just a quick one. Cockney Rambler. I mean, I don't know why I included this in the thing, but it just made me laugh. Cockney_Rambler sent me a message saying, and I'll read it out. I'll read out the full message.
Verbatim.
Yeah. I wet farted halfway from my house to the pub yesterday. My dilemma was to either go back and change, which is the obvious answer, by the way. That's the end of this question. Or get to the pub, let it dry naturally.
Oh, not right.
Via tissue wipe up.
Cockney Rambler.
Yeah, I chose the latter. Christ. But people were noticing a strong smell of arse around 10ish. What would you have done? Right, halfway to the house and pub, right? If you've shit yourself walking to the pub, walk home, spend 15 minutes having a quick shower and a quick wipe up, put a new pair of pants and trousers on, and go back to the pub.
No, I think he's made a mistake here. He should have found a quiet alley and ducked out of his pants and lobbed them, and then gone to the pub without the pants.
You reckon just go... Yeah.
Well, like, if you're halfway to the pub, let's
about the leakage.
Let's say it's a 30-minute journey to the pub. So,
oof. Who's walking for half an hour to a pub?
Yeah, you might. People do it.
Do they?
Yeah. Well, you can't drink and drive.
No, but that's not your local.
I don't know. For the sake of argument. All right. What do you think? All right. What do you think? 15 minutes.
I don't know. I used to live right next to Hornchurch.
Well, everybody lives next to a pub.
I know, and that's what's wrong with the world, Matthew.
Right. Well, the point I was trying to make is you're halfway to the pub. You've got to go back and come back again. So that's like, I was trying to work out the percentages, but that's like tripling your. It's a long journey. It's a long journey.
If you're halfway to the pub, say it's half an hour. It's 15 minutes more. So you've
gone 15 minutes in, but then you've got to go 15 minutes back,
right?
And you've got to go 15 minutes back to get where you were, and then you've got the other 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Like it's a it's a big old journey.
Yeah.
I know this because I do it sometimes when I forget my keys or something when I'm on my way to work.
You shit yourself, yeah.
Yeah, when I shit myself on the way to work.
No, Cockney Rambler, you're absolutely right. You should have just carried on walking.
No, you should have found an alley, ducked your pants, took your pants off, lobbed them.
Got rid of the cacks.
Lobbed them in a bin, obviously.
Maybe use the front side to have a wipe.
Yeah, like multi-purposes and just...
I'd suggest a bum bag.
What? Like the things from the 90s that you put around your waist?
I've got a bum bag.
Yeah, well, they're back in fashion now.
I take it everywhere with me.
Do you?
It's so convenient. And I've got tissues in there.
Do you not have pockets?
Huh?
What do you keep in the bum bag?
Right, you want to know what I keep in the bum bag?
Yeah!
Keys.
Put them in your...
Keys.
What? I'll tell you everything.
No.
Go
Shut up
through.
for a second. Keys.
Fits in pocket.
So, that's 2 doors.
Keys fit in a pocket.
Plus 2 cars, which are great big fobs. I keep them with me. The keys go in the front little zip.
Get smaller cars.
Then, I've got a smaller little pocket where I put my phone. Yeah? In the big pocket, I've got my massive vape.
This is still within the realms of pocket.
I've got my wallet. I've got my money. I've got my...
my money! Oh, I need my bum bag for all my money because I'm off the telly.
I've got tissues. And I might even start carrying wet wipes around with me.
Oh, you fucking mite wipes.
Yeah.
Oh, my mites are playing up.
Honestly, a bum bag, because it's
I'll tell you what.
It's too much to keep in the pocket.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
It's not enough to keep in the
It's
bag.
because you wear your fucking jogging bottoms all the time because you won't wear a pair of jeans.
No, I don't wear jogging bottoms out of the house.
Don't you?
No. Only if I'm taking the kids to school or something. If I've got to go somewhere, I put some jeans on. Like
and your bum bag.
And I sling a little bum bag over my shoulder.
Over the shoulder?
I don't wear it like a bum bag. That is a bit weird.
Oh, mate, I think you should, if you're going to have a bum bag, just accept that it goes around your waist. Don't put it over your shoulder like it's a miniature backpack.
Alright, fine.
Put it around your waist. Don't be ashamed, mate.
Alright, I will.
Okay.
Listen, I'm all about the bum bag.
Fuck me.
Especially for men. You can't carry a handbag then, can you? Because society says so.
Yeah, no.
Little bum bag. And it's got a little a little Velcro pickle Rick on the front of it.
Well, yeah. Cool, but...
There you go.
Mm.
Oh, dear.
Fuck me.
Should we say some goodbyes?
Well, let's reset the camera.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. We don't have to say reset the camera, though. I wanted to do a segue into the goodbyes, so I didn't have to say reset the camera.
Oh, we're not doing a holiday thing.
Oh, we've not done the holiday thing. Matt's... Oh, fuck's sake.
The anecdote's not even that good. Let's fucking leave the anecdote.
Well, we'll do your holiday when you come back.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, okay.
That's when we're next to you thing.
Alright.
This is all going in because I'm not editing this out.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll stick around. We'll say some goodbyes. Yes, it's come to the end of the podcast. It's come to that time where we have to say goodbye. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But also, you know... It's what we all want.
You didn't get much more sober, did you?
I didn't get much more sober, no. I didn't
look how much water is. Yeah.
Let me take a big old suck on this.
Fuck me, mate. The way you shake when you eat things is hilarious.
I've got bad nerves. Yeah. Thanks for watching this podcast. If you're interested in seeing me more often, and let's face it, why wouldn't you be? Then you can head to the Completely Mate Twitch channel. If you just go to Twitch and type in Completely Mate, I'm sure it will come up. And if you follow that, you'll know when I'm live playing video games, or if you would like to subscribe, which costs some money. Sorry. Made me choke a little bit saying that. You can play video games with me. I'll send you a friend request and all that nonsense, and we'll play video games together. That's where you'll see me most, so I'm just plugging the Twitch channel. Just head over there if you want. I'm going to try my hardest to save this YouTube channel because we're hemorrhaging subscribers like nobody's business, and it's because the content doesn't work for YouTube basically. So I'm going to try and make highlight videos of the streams. which I think 10-minute videos. I think they work better on YouTube than 2-hour long videos of me doing a live stream. That's what I'm going to be doing next. Matthew, you're off on holiday.
Yeah, I'll probably be back when this goes out. I'll have been on holiday, so that'll be nice. Looking forward to that.
Do you want to say where you're going? Was that?
Well, let's save it.
Well, you can say where you're going.
I'm going to Greece. So,
Greece is a big place. One of the islands.
Santorini.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
What? It's like, who cares? No one cares.
People do care. People care a lot about you. Also, another thing that you should look forward to, and I'm saying this to put more pressure on Matt, is we're going to do some Twitch streams together. There's a little function on Twitch where you can do a Twitch squad, where I can go live and I can add Matt to the squad, and you can either pick my video footage or Matt's video footage. You can highlight what you want, but the other video footage will always be in a little box in the corner.
That's where you'll see me, I presume.
No,
yeah.
Matt, come on. You know how much you love, how much love you get from this channel.
I'm not an idiot.
And so I'm trying to get Matt to join me on the Twitch revolution. But yeah, we'll be back on. Let me hurry up, James.
Get it?
We'll be
Come
back.
on.
We'll be back on the 29th of July with a new podcast for you. And we'll hear all about Matt's holiday. We'll hear all about my fence. We'll hear all about the bugs that are living in my eyes. And and we'll all hear all about how I've gone insane because of the fact that I'm on a television show, and newspapers report what the nonsense that I spout out as if it's actual facts. I'm sure we'll hear more about that. But thank you very much for watching.
Well, I look forward to seeing what they misquote from this one, because they're pretty good at doing it.
They're amazing.
I can't wait for them to take the thing I said about Love Island and attribute that to you.
I wouldn't mind so much if they just fucking credited the podcast, but they don't even do that. They act like I've sat down with an interview with them. It's really bizarre, but well done. And I don't know. I mean, it will just take. I don't know. It's just going to take someone to go. By the way, you're gonna have to find someone's body, and then written a suicide note just saying, by the way, it was the Daily Mail comments section that made me do this. I don't know what it's going to take before people actually decide to sort of be responsible journalists, people that comment on things, because people do commit suicide over what you say. That's the message that I'm going to leave you with.
Scary, horrible truth.
Yeah, and we'll see you all next month. Thank you so much for watching this. Please like, please subscribe, please get involved in the Twitch channel.
I'll tell you what, do us a favour and follow me on Instagram, because that'd be nice.
Follow Matt on Winstagram as well. That's a good name for your Instagram. Winstongram.
Well, first of all, my name isn't even Winston. It's
I know,
Winston.
but it's Wiston.
Yeah. So that doesn't even work. Winstagram. Well, the handle is the Whitestone. It's in the description. Just follow me. Come on.
Go for it. And we'll see you all next month, I'm sure. Until then, we're off.
Adios.